Recently, a lot of companies are looking for a superstar designer. I see those ads everywhere. Our awesome high-tech company is looking for a superstar ninja, guru, pixel perfect, whatever designer. And while I don't really like this term, I feel like it's a bit douchebaggy, I think that it underlines a very important trend that's going on in the design industry and also in the world in general, but I want to talk about how I see it affecting the design industry. So up until a while ago, I think the design world looked something like that. If you were a bad designer, you would be making money. If you were a better designer, you would be making more money. And if you were an awesome designer, you would be making a little bit more money. But there was a bit of a correlation between how good you were and how much money you made. That world is now completely gone due to the internet and technological changes that caused a few things to happen. One, they allow for outsourcing, which means I can get a designer from India or from anywhere basically in the world, so I can get people who are willing to work for really cheap prices, and that pushes the prices down. Other technological products like Wix, website builders or stuff like that allow clients to get their design work done automatically by technology and therefore not work with a designer at all, which also push the prices for design down. The third thing that's happening is that now probably more or less anybody with a hacked version of Photoshop or Sketch can put up a website and say, I'm a designer. And that's so easy to do that it creates a really major surplus of below average designer, which means that, again, prices are going down for average and below average design. But on the contrary, the other effect that's happening is that the designers who are building those technological products suddenly were put on a pedestal and they're getting a lot of money to actually build those products. So now I think that this graph looks something like this. If you're a bad designer, you're making almost nothing. Even if you're a good designer, you'll be making a little bit more, but not a lot. But if you're an awesome designer, you'll be making shitloads of money. So the result of this situation is that most designers are making much less money, while a very small group of designers that you can call superstars if you want are making much more money than they used to make in the past, actually more money than any designers made in history. And we can now discuss if this is a good trend, if this is a bad trend, but it doesn't really matter, because if you look at the world, if you look at where technology is heading, this is probably a trend that's only going to get more and more extreme as the years go by. And what I care about right now as a person, who has to provide for a family and everything, is how do I take care of myself and how do I push myself to become so excellent that I'm gonna be in this superstar or wherever you want to call it, that's so good that it's actually benefiting from this super extreme weird situation that's going on in the world. And the way that I do that is that I really put in the time and effort into learning new stuff, improving my skills, building a better network, and just trying to push myself, because actually it's scary. If you're not going to be one of the top, you're probably going to be possibly replaced by whatever, a machine, a service, a website soon, and you don't want to be there. So that's why I really try to focus my energies on becoming really good. So somebody just sent me a link to a survey that I think is super interesting and relevant to this discussion, the future of design in startups, which obviously is the sector that's growing. I won't take you through all of it, but just to show you that startups are hiring more and more designers, and they want to spend more money on it, on freelancers, on agencies, on whatever. So that means that's probably the place that you want to be. You want to be good enough to be working with these type of companies, the companies that are spending more money on design and really value the design and the impact of design on their business. I will link this survey in the description so you can check it out. I think it's really important to understand this trend. And I don't want to end this vlog saying you can be a superstar, because I feel like that's really douchebaggy, and that's obviously easier said than done. I'm working really hard to try to get myself into that position, but I think that you, the viewers of this vlog, you make the effort, you watch these videos to try to improve yourself, take yourself to the next level. So I really think it's possible if you put your mindset to it and understand that that's the situation and that's what you need to do for yourself. Hope you guys have a great day. I'll catch you tomorrow.